Hello everybody, Joyce here with the Traveling Gamblers, and I am here with Jon. Hello Jon.
Hello Joyce.
And Jon and I are starting our 4-night cruise on the Celebrity Summit, and we would like to show you our cabin tour. We are in cabin 9090, which is on deck 9, and it is a AQUA class cabin. So here we go. Immediately to your right, when you first walk in the room, is your light switch, and it controls the lights for the entire cabin. And just past the main light switch is the bathroom door on your right, and this is the light switch for the bathroom. And you can see when it's dark there's a night light underneath. I like that feature a lot. It helps, especially forgetting that this step is here. It's not something I think any of us are used to, stepping up into the bathroom at night. And here's the bathroom. It's not very large, but they make very good use of the space. There is your vanity, your sink, your shower. The shower head is adjustable and it's quite tall. It's really tall. I'm 5'3", so everything's tall for me, but there's a good 2 feet above me. It's an interesting shower head, and it's fully adjustable. And there's a clothesline for the shower. There's a on-off and temperature knob. There's a footrest for your shaving needs. These are your products. It's Company Bigelow shampoo, conditioner, body wash in the shower, and at the sink they give you a full-size body lotion, and there's your soap. It's nice products. I like them. I like the way they designed the shower door. It opens right in up against the wall, completely flat. It really makes a lot of sense. There's a bar to hold on to if you feel the need. And next to the vanity, there's 2 shelves over here. Nice size shelves. They really do make the most of the space. And behind it are your towel racks. And there's your commode and your garbage pail. Underneath the sink, there are 2 smaller shelves to the side and 1 large shelf directly under the sink. It's very reminiscent of the Edge Class series. I really like it. I'm very, very pleased. Just outside the bathroom on the other side is the wardrobe, and it's a 2-door closet. There's a little cutout to open it. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you some pro tips, but right now I'm going to show you what the cabin looks like when you first arrive. And then at the end, I'm going to do all the little changes that Jon and I make, and I'll show you what they are to make more space and the most of your space. So when you first come into the cabin, they have 2 robes hanging. Remember, this is an AQUA cabin. There's 2 yoga mats for you to use for the length of the cruise, and there are 2 pair of slippers. There's a shelf down at the bottom, and plenty of hangers. You can always ask for more if you need them. On the other side, it's more hanging space, but it's short hanging space. So you could do pants that are folded over the hanger, or shirts or short dresses or things like that. They give you 2 umbrellas to use for the length of your cruise. You could take them off the ship with you if you want. Just make sure that you leave them in the cabin before the cruise is over. They give you a large umbrella and a compact umbrella. There is your complimentary canvas tote bag that Celebrity gives you every cruise. A shoe shine bag if you choose to have that service, and also a laundry bag. And in the laundry bag is a piece of paper with a check-off list of what you would be putting in the laundry bag, along with the pricing. Underneath that are your beach towels. These are complimentary for you to use during the length of your cruise also, but need to be returned. So if you get off at a port and you're going to a beach or somewhere where you need a towel, you can take these with you. They're different from the pool towels. The pool towels are gray. These are tan. take them with you and then just bring them back to your cabin dirty, and your cabin steward will exchange them out for you to give you clean ones. And there are 1, 2, 3 shelves there. So not the largest storage space by any means, but I think they make the best of it. There's space up there for storage as well on top of the cabinet. And just inside the door is a full-length mirror for you to check your look before you go out. And right here on the back of the door, for those of you that haven't cruised before, is your assembly station information. It is your best route to your assembly station. It shows you where on the ship you are, and it tells you deck 4, C1. It tells you your best escape route to get there, and it also tells you about your life vests, and they are located under the bed. Additionally, there's the standard peephole, and you have your deep sleep magnet. It's the same, just one side is black, one side is white. You would utilize that on the outside of the door anytime you want privacy and do not want to be disturbed. If that is on the outside of your door, they will not disturb you. They will not knock. So use it appropriately. Okay, let's see. Back onto the main cabin. Just past the bathroom door is your thermostat, and it's typical thermostat. It's turn it to all the way to the blue for cold and all the way to red for hot. Next to the closet is additional storage space. Up above there are 2 glass cabinets, a larger one and a slightly smaller one, 2 shelves in each. In the larger one, you'll find your safe. The safe is not that large, maybe big enough to put a small tablet, but no laptops for sure. A little storage space past that, and another full shelf. Those wine glasses, you could ask your cabin steward to take them out if you don't have a need for them during the length of your cruise. And below that is your tray. Because we're in AQUA, we will have 2 cans of water delivered to our room every day. I will find a space for that tray because I think it just takes up space. But stick around at the end of the video, and that'll be one of my pro tips of what I'm going to do with that. Below that, you will find 4 drawers, nice sized drawers, about 6 inches, 5 inches deep. Nice sized drawer, and there are 5 of them, and they have the nice soft close. Next to that, another countertop space, and this is your refrigerator. And those items all have a charge that come with them. If you're enjoying this video, please let us know by hitting the thumbs up button. Lets us know that you like it. It really helps out the channel a lot, and we would appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and follow us along on our journey and adventures. You just hit the subscribe button below this video and turn on the notification bell to let you know of any new videos that we post. Next is the bed. The nightstands next to the bed. There's 2 identical, and it has a drawer. It's about 3 inches deep. Also has the soft close and 2 shelves below. Here is the light switch for the ceiling for the whole cabin. You can use it so you can turn it off when you're in bed. And then next to it is a dimmer knob. Up above, there's a lamp for your own personal side of the bed. And there's your light switch. It looks like you'd have to get out of bed to do that. You're not reaching that from in bed for sure. And there is your phone. The beds on Celebrity are wonderful. I've never had a bad night's sleep on one of the Celebrity beds. They're always very comfortable. And in an AQUA cabin, you do have a choice of pillows. You just talk to your cabin steward about that if you would like more or different type of pillow. At the foot of the bed on the wall is a flat screen TV. It does not come out in any way, so it's fully attached to the wall. And it's a nice size. Further on past the bed The other side is another nightstand, and the lamp here has 2 USB ports and 2 US outlets. And over here, there's a desk with additional outlets. There is a European outlet, 2 more USB ports, and 2 more US plugs. And there are 2 light switches here. And one is for outside on the balcony, and the other is for the mirror over the vanity, or the desk, if you will. There are 1, 2, 3 little corner shelves. That's a set of binoculars for you to use during the length of your cruise. Here's your desk space. It's a nice size space. It's not very deep front to back, but it's certainly long enough. And there's a nice chair with a back on it, which is awesome if you have any kind of things that you need to do sitting at the desk for any length of time. It's important to have a back on it and make it more comfortable for you. And there are 4 drawers over here, and they're nice sized drawers. So there's some additional storage over here as well. And on this side, there is I would call it an oversized chair and a table. And let's see what the drapes look like. Well, they are not light tight. Let's turn off this light and see. They are not light tight by any means. You'll have issues at the top and the bottom. So if you're very light sensitive, I would suggest doing the hooks, magnetic hooks, to hook it back. But even with that, you're still going to have some light above and below. Doesn't really bother me and John, so it's not really an issue. And last but not least, the balcony. Unlike the handle on the balcony door, there's a little sign. Stay cool, lock for AC. Nothing overboard. Take your belongings inside. Basically what they're saying is it is a nice size room. Keep your door handle in the locked position to keep your air conditioning on. That's standard on most ships. Turn it sideways to open it. And the balcony is as wide as your cabin. There are 2 deck chairs that recline with 2 positions and a headrest pillow attached. Nice deck chairs. And a little table. You could certainly sit out here and have coffee in the morning, or a glass of wine in the evening before dinner. Definitely nice. Everything has been redone. I'm very impressed. I really am. We were on a ship that was not renovated recently, and the same class, and it's night and day. It really is night and day. Now, let me step out onto the balcony and give you a full view of the room. It's a nice size room. So as promised, here are some of our pro tips. So we've redone the cabin the way that we like it, and I will show you what we did and the differences. So the first thing that I want to show you is the closet. In the video when I showed you the tour just now, the robes were hanging in the closet, and they take up a lot of space, and they take up 2 additional hangers. So I took the robes out of the closet, and they freed up probably about that much space. So I don't see the point of keeping them hung in the closet. And then also the umbrellas. I put the umbrella on an angle in the back of my clothes and the other one down there, and they're out of the way because the other shelves get utilized for other things. I have enough space for a tote bag, and underneath is where I put my shoes. And I put the yoga mats up above. Both of them are up there. And these are the shoe shine and laundry bag, out of the way, but easily accessible if we should decide to use them. And you can see on John's side, it opened up for him to utilize the space to hang his shirts. That's pro tip number 1. Take the robes out of the closet. Take everything that they put, and you can put, like I said, you can put the yoga mats up there. And almost every closet on every celebrity ship either has a top shelf or it has the top of the cabinet like this. And otherwise, I feel like it's wasted space. Let's see, what else did I move? Oh, the wine glasses. The wine glasses were in this cabinet. I moved them, and I have my laptop and some work items in there. And I also put the daily Celebrity Today paper and the room service menus. I put them there as well next to the safe because it's not a lot of space. And then they have a spa book that they put in the room, and I just put that right on top of the safe. It fits there perfectly, and it doesn't take up any space at all. I put the tray with the drinking glasses up top. We won't use them. We will drink the waters right out of the can. But if you do use the glasses, you could certainly put them on your nightstand or use them, leave them up there and use them when you want to use them, and then your cabin steward will replace it. I showed him where I put everything, and he loved it and thought it was great and said he will keep everything there. So that's another tip. And this is what I did with the robes. Jon and I bring these magnetic hooks. Oh, they're very hard. The walls are magnetic, and our robes are hanging there, and they're pretty much just outside the bathroom, and they don't take up any space whatsoever. Speaking of using those hooks, I have 2 here that I use to hang my little purses that I use for cruises, and they are just next to my side of the bed and on the way out the door. I also have a hook to hang for my traveling gambler's hat. And this is probably one of my favorite pro tips of all. This is the canvas bag that they give you. Sometimes some items on the hooks can be heavy, and when you place something heavy on the hook, it can slide down the wall. So Jon and I figured out that the ceiling is magnetic as well. So we put a hook up on the ceiling. And do you remember the beach towels that they gave you? I rolled the beach towels up and put them in here with our sunscreen. And that bag is ready to go when we are ready to get off the ship for an excursion to a beach or somewhere with that we would need a towel. Another tip is the very long USB cord that we purchased. It is long enough that it goes behind the bed and plugs in to the USB outlet. This is not the only ship that has the USB outlets on just one side of the bed. I listen to an app at night when I go to sleep, so it's nice to have my phone next to me charging. And this way, I'm able to charge my phone, and it is completely out of the way, and I have lots of extra cord. You can see I have plenty of cord here for me to use my phone while it's plugged in. Another use for the hooks. Jon uses them to hang his hat, his lanyard, his jacket. Speaking of USB, we bring one of these along with us, just in case they don't have all the USB ports that they have in this room. One outlet will give you 4 USB ports. The 4 wine glasses, I put them up there. They're out of the way. This shelf is too tall for us to use for anything anyway. And then the bottle of Evian that we won't drink because there's a charge for it, we put that back there. And I kept the binoculars right next to the balcony door because we would use them to look off the balcony. And I think the last pro tip is our collapsible hamper. This is probably one of the best things that we've ever done. It is a 2-sided hamper, and Jon and I use it every single cruise. We even use it when we go to Las Vegas. Rather than putting your dirty laundry in a plastic bag under the bed or on one side of your suitcase, I don't know what other people do with their dirty laundry when they're on a trip, but this is what we do. It's awesome. It collapses and it becomes one-sided if you want it to. So you can make it just have one cube or one side of the hamper, or very easily open it up and it becomes 2 sides. And when you're finished with it, let me show you what it looks like all closed up. So you just fold it and turn it, and you take the strap, and that's how much space it takes up in your suitcase. Practically none, and it's that easy to open. And we usually find a spot for it where it's out of the way. And in this cabin configuration, this is the perfect spot for it. It's completely out of the way. It's tucked behind the chair, so really nobody sees it but us. Not that we have anybody in our cabin besides us and our cabin steward anyway. But no matter what, it keeps the room neat and organized. And I'm just going to give you a quick scan around. We take the water that they give us and we each keep it on our nightstands. We keep the remote next to the bed. We each put our slippers right next to the bed so they are good and ready to go. The cabin steward brought us our extra pillows and extra blanket. Jon's always cold and I'm always hot, so we keep the room cold and he gets an extra blanket. And you can see, this is what our cabin will look like the entire cruise. It will stay neat and organized like this the entire time. Oh, one last thing I wanted to show you. How I utilize the space over here. These drawers, I will sit here and do my hair. So there's the blow dryer. I took it out of the bathroom and I put it in the drawer with my brushes. And this drawer here is for my cosmetics and my contact solution and my skincare and my perfume and things like that. And everything is neat and organized and put away. That's our list of pro tips. We hope that you enjoy them. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to comment below. And also, if you have any pro tips, we love information. So if you have any pro tips that you'd like to share with us, please mention it in the comments below and we will comment back to you. So that's our full tour of the AQUA cabin on the Celebrity Summit. We hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, we hope you have a wonderful day.